One of the many things that we love to do is to reach out and speak with other institutes of higher learning, other universities, and also with industry. And often we spend a lot of time going into great detail how we do what we do. So I thought that it would be worthwhile sharing with you our recipe for success of how we create our programs of learning, connect with industry, and make sure we're delivering high quality results for our students and our graduates as well. Right at the very, very start of creating one of our programs of learning, whether it's in business, emergency management, if it's in education, or if it's in health and safety, regardless of what the sector that the program of learning should serve, whether it's a bachelor or a master's degree program, we spend a substantial amount of time with leaders from the industry. And often those leaders end up volunteering or becoming part of our faculty to make sure that our delivery of the programs really matches what the industry needs going forward. And so we spend a lot of time with programs of learning development with industry specialists. This allows us to understand deeply the industry, understand the skill sets that people have, understand the requirements from industry standard setting bodies, and also to create a program of learning over 1, 2, 3, or 4 years that really matches the needs of the industry, so that the learning outcomes for every single course within a bachelor degree or within a master's degree or within a diploma, those learning outcomes really match what the industry needs and reflects the experiences of people in the industry as well. Now that's important, and I'll get to that very soon. So one of the key components of the recipe, one of the ingredients, is not just spending time with industry, but also connecting with industry certifying bodies. And not only that, but academic qualifying organizations. So in the United Kingdom, UARD Awards and NOCN are our awarding organizations at the time of recording. UARD Awards and NOCN, they are regulated by Ofqual, which is on behalf of the UK government, and also QAA. What this allows us to do is to make sure that we build a really rigorous, academic, high quality, international standard, world-class learning program. So whether it's a bachelor degree or a master's degree or master's level program of learning or a bachelor degree level program of learning, these qualifications stack up internationally because UARD Awards and NOCN have specialists from around the world in a range of different industries. And these specialists review the programs of learning and make sure they're really at the highest level of academics. What does this do for us? It means that the way that we structure the programs, the learning experiences that students have, and the assessments that we provide really reflect the latest in educational practice. So the assessments reflect real world learning, what you would really do out there in the industry. We use educational technology so people can learn anywhere, anytime at their own speed, submitting assignments that reflect what they're really doing day to day so they can synthesize and connect theory with practice every day. And that's really important. Now, why is this all really important? Because we do emphasize and allow for recognition of prior learning. This is part of our ingredients for success, our recipe. So there's 3 parts to recognition of prior learning. And I do want to be clear about this so that other organizations can consider what they're doing now and are they missing out on this amazing opportunity to connect with industry professionals. There's the first component, and that's industry experience. Someone who's been in the industry for 3, 5, 8, 12, 20 years, they have different levels of experience, different experiences they've had, whether they're working in a team, whether they're leading a team, whether they're in charge of leading an initiative or contributing to a new project or gaining certifications along the way. Industry experience is a powerful indicator of their level of knowledge. Now, because our programs of learning are built on industry experience coming from senior leaders, experts, subject matter experts, when we review the industry experience that people have and we compare it to our program of learning and our learning outcomes, we can often see a really good match. So that means that our programs match what the industry needs, and industry experts who have been in the industry for some time, their experiences match our program of learning. So we're able to award recognition of prior learning. Secondly, that can come from their certifications. People who have been in the industry for a long period of time have done training, have done certifications, they've been to courses, they've got industry standards. And often people who have been in an industry for a long period of time have this big folder, a big binder full of certificates that they've done, but maybe there's no real clear way of matching that to a general degree or a general master's. But because we've built our programs of learning with industry input, the learning outcomes match the industry, then those experiences and those certifications match really, really well. And the third part of recognition of prior learning, from industry experience to certifications, is current competency. Now, what does this mean? It means that right now, people in certain industries have a specific job description. And in that job description, there are things that they need to do every single day. There are things that they need to do throughout the week for their team, for their organization, and those current competencies that they have will often match the learning outcomes that we have. And we would be neglectful if we didn't consider all three parts: industry experience, certifications, and current competency. So capturing all of this allows us to match the competencies that people have in certain industries with our learning outcomes and give them credit for those experiences, certifications, and current competencies that they have. This saves them time and it saves them money because they don't need to study things they already know. And all of this process allows us to really connect with innovative universities, innovative pathways for learning, innovative industry sectors, so that our graduates have that standing, that increased standing as graduates, to go and take that next higher level, to increase their career opportunities, raise their earnings. And often these people come back and become faculty for us. And that's great. This allows us to speak to universities who are international and internationally minded and create learning pathways. So a graduate of our bachelor degree can go on and do a master's in another university. A bachelor or a master's graduate from our program of learning can go on and do a doctoral program. And these opportunities come because of the way that we've designed our programs of learning. Now, our expert faculty are really, really key to this because they deliver knowing their industry, they deliver knowing the people that they're working with and training, and they deliver knowing that our qualifications have that targetedness that often general degrees don't have. An example would be Todd DeVoe, our associate professor who runs things in the United States for us in emergency management. He's ex-military, he's been a first responder, he's been running an emergency management organization for a long time. He's currently the president of Region 9 of the International Association of Emergency Managers. He knows his stuff. So people like him are experts in the industry and they lead our faculties. Danny Sims in Australia, who leads our business team. His leadership and management bachelor and master's degree comes from his years of experience consulting and leading and training people in HR and capability development and in corporations all around the world. These are large organizations where he has trained people and raised their ability to deliver great results. Experts like Todd and Danny really make our university function really well at a high level. Now, this is fantastic, but if people can't afford our programs of learning to do a bachelor degree or a master's degree level program with us, then it makes no sense. This is why we have a focus on a number of things to increase equity, not just equal opportunity, because everybody could choose to enroll, but if they don't have the equity of opportunity to pay, that's a fail in our perspective. Part of our vision is to make sure that people don't leave our programs with a student loan or debt. So depending on the region that people are in, we take a regional approach. We don't want them to have debt. We don't want families to be stressed out. This is why we applied for Veterans Affairs funding in the United States. So active service personnel and veterans from the United States can use VA funding, the GI Bill, to make sure that their programs of learning are funded by the VA. Additionally, we have scholarships for people that have been in the industry for a long time to make sure we can recognize their prior learning and we can reduce their level of study, amount of study, and then, of course, the financial burden as well becomes much shorter because they can focus on what they need to get done to achieve their degree or their master's degree. So what are we doing? We're increasing equity, not just equal opportunity, but equity. Making sure that those people who, if here's the starting line, If they're very far away from the starting line and can't get to the starting line, we help them get to the starting line so everyone can have the opportunity of starting on the same starting line by increasing equity. So this is our recipe for success. These are some of our ingredients, and I encourage you, whether you're a developer of programs of learning, a university, an institute of higher learning, think about creating programs of learning with industry experts. Focus on assessments that are real-world application. Look at the different 3 ways of recognizing industry professionals and their prior learning in those 3 areas of industry experience, current competency, and their certifications. Connect with innovative leaders in the industry to become faculty members, then increase equity by generating financial support. So, hope this helps you. This is our recipe for success, and those are some of the ingredients that go into the mix, and we look forward to connecting with you. And if you'd love to join us and pursue a higher learning program, such as a bachelor degree or a master's degree, we look forward to you reaching out at uard.university.